Okay, so today I'm trying out the Mumbai Metro. That's the logo. It says here Aqua Line. Oh, Aqua Line. Right, Aqua Line. Okay, that's a Hindi translation. I mean, not a translation, but the words for Aqua Line. This is Cuffe Parade, which is right down here. The map. It's the end of the line, and my house is near there. So let's go. Okay, so it's on this street. Alright, I'm gonna turn slowly. My wife keeps complaining how I turn the videos too fast. Let's see what it's like. These look exactly like these things on the floor in Singapore's MRT. So I get the feeling like they're sharing manufacturers, or I don't know, maybe it's the same company behind it, I'm not sure. But the design looks remarkably similar to Singapore's. I did hear that Singapore is the largest foreign investor in India. So let's see how this goes. So these are the steps down. That escalator was only going upwards, which I find quite odd to make it not have two-way escalators. It's a little funny coming from Singapore, but maybe in Singapore we're pampered, I'm not sure. Or maybe because it's the last stop, people are getting off here more than they're getting on, perhaps. That's the rationale. Anyway, most modern escalators can go two ways. I'm gonna fast forward the rest of the steps down. It is a bit of a respite from the heat outside, but so it says ticket office. Okay, so we go to the ticket office. It does seem less hot than outside. Okay, I can slowly start to feel the air conditioning come in. Not as strong as Singapore's air conditioning, but still pretty decent. Okay, so let's go to the ticket office. It's more and more steps down. Okay, let's go. Okay, the air conditioning is getting cooler, which is fantastic. Plan to work on the train if it's not too crowded. Although it is a very populous country, a lot of people there in the country. So you don't want to be careful about your belongings. So on and so forth. Let's have a look. It looks almost exactly the same as Singapore MRTs. Feels like I'm back in the MRT. It's a good thing. So information and ticket office. Here we have ticket vending machines. The first aid room? Wow, okay. So in the next part of the video, you'll hear a security guard whistling. Those whistles were actually for me, and I didn't realize because in Singapore, we don't get people's attention that way. But in Mumbai, sometimes they do. As I go down via the escalator, a couple of scenes later, I'll explain more about which parts they allowed me to video and which parts they didn't allow me to video. I heard that the reception was pretty bad, so they apparently have this. They apparently have free Wi-Fi. So let's check out the Wi-Fi and see how it goes, yeah? So apparently, to sign up for the Wi-Fi, you need a one-time PIN. But the problem with the one-time PIN is because there's no reception in here, you can't get the one-time PIN to your mobile, and then you can't type it into the form, and so you can't get the Wi-Fi. Anyway, let's buy a ticket and head over to Bandra Kurla. So this is the ticket that I bought from the counter instead of the automated kiosk because I didn't want any trouble. So I spoke to this lady who was very pleasant and she had pretty good English. So if any of you are from overseas and you want to speak English, or even if you're from Mumbai and you want to speak English, don't worry. They're really good at English, and it was very easy to buy. I just told her where I was going. So as you can see, the ticket is from Cuffe Parade to Bandra Kurla complex. It costed 60 rupees, and the QR code is what you use to scan on the gantries before going down into the train platform or after coming up at your destination from the train platform before you go wandering around the rest of the station to find the exit that you're using. Do note, however, that it is paper, this ticket, so if you put it in your wallet and you don't put it properly, it could get crumpled easily. Same thing in your pockets. If you do just shove it in your pocket with other objects, do note that when you pull out the other objects, you might just drop the paper, it might just fly off somewhere, and then you're probably in for some trouble, I assume. So be very careful about this because it is paper if you're purchasing a one-off ticket. So, yep, that's what the ticket looks like. Okay, so that was a pretty straightforward gantry. Now we're heading down. They didn't really allow me to record the control room and the sort of security check area. So I deleted that, but they said once you're through the gantry and you've paid, you can video whatever you want to video. So here we are. Oh my god, it feels like I'm back in Singapore with Indian people. How cool is this? So this train, Aqua Line, goes to Aarey JVLR. I don't know what JVLR stands for, but I'll check it out and let you guys know. So the next train, I believe, is in a minute. The one in orange is just Hindi handwriting, and the one in red is obviously English. I don't know why the colors keep changing. Oh wow, they actually call them Kolaba slums. Let's see how long this takes, yeah? Map is right here. I'll take a photo, flash it across the screen. Maybe you want to do a screenshot and zoom in next time. So we are here at Cuffe Parade. Go all the way up Mumbai. Okay, they've actually drawn the borders to match Google Maps. This is like the Queen's Necklace. This is the Ceiling Bridge. We're gonna go all the way to BKC, Bandra Kurla Complex. I might stop 2 stops before that at Shitala Devi Mandir, because the coffee shop I'm going to is around here. And this way by bike or this way by bike or cab is about the same distance. I checked it on Google Maps earlier. So let's go. They apparently have a ladies coach. Yes, that's for safety, I imagine. And here they show you the different stops. So Cuffe Parade, blah, blah, blah. All the way the end of the line, like was said. It even goes past it goes to the airport. I could technically take this train to the airport. Aarey JVLR. Listen to the announcement. Okay, so the ladies coach is the last one. So that arrow doesn't mean this one. It means all the way in the last one and the first one. Vicky told me that. Thanks, Vicky. All right, let's go. Nice. So that last one is a ladies coach, but we can go sit on this one. I'm gonna sit here, and yep, let's do some work. So maybe because this is the last area, I'm sorry, the last station, it's waiting for a while. It's not closing rapidly like Singapore's doors. Oh, it is. It's closing now. So now we are at 4:37. Let me tell you the time I get off at Bandra. It's a pretty smooth air-conditioned ride. Can't complain. The walls are a little bare though. Singapore is full of advertisements. But look at this wall in front of me. Look, there's no advertisements, nothing. It's pretty bare. And that's the entire train. Okay, so this is the first, the next stop that we got to, which is Vidhan Bhavan, right? Vidhan Bhavan. I'll flash it across the screen. A few more people got in. Now it's slightly more crowded. I think by the time we get to Bandra, this is going to be kind of packed. So not too many people, but getting packed. It's a Monday afternoon and the stations are empty. I think a large part of the public might still not know that you can take this train. Although it's also possible that it's the price, right? Compared to bus, I think bus is way cheaper. I'm not sure of the bus prices. It's been a while since I took a bus in India. I think that was 2007. It's been ages since I took a bus. So the price for this ticket was 60 rupees. That's almost $1 Singapore to go more than like half of Mumbai, or at least half of Mumbai, which is pretty good, I think. Yeah, fantastic. We're currently at Grand Road Metro, which was about 14 minutes, 4:51. 14 minutes for 7 stations. So an average of 2 minutes a station. Singapore, I believe, it's an average of 3 minutes per station. So yeah, it's pretty good. So we're now 11 stations in. This is the crowd. Not many people standing, but pretty good. So this is Dadar Metro. The stop I'm going to, Shitala Devi Mandir, is the next stop. Probably better there than Bandra to head to the coffee shop Subco because it's close by. It's the same distance by road. Might as well get off earlier than later then. Obviously skipping Dharavi for obvious reasons. Those of you who don't know what that's about, I'll flash the word across the screen, go search it. Basically because it's too crowded. Or at least that was the advice my cousin gave me. So, but of course, I love exploration. So if you want to explore, feel free to explore and check it out. Time check, we're at 5:07. Today we started the clock at 37, so it's 4:37. It's been 30 minutes and one more stop. So we're here at Shitala Devi Mandir. According to this clock above me, it's about 5:10. We started at 4:37, so about 32, 33 minutes to get here. And just finding my bearings here, walking along with the crowd, and soon we'll have to do a little left turn to get up the escalator. Let's go. Let's check it out. Train is now departing, and let me show you the road upstairs. But again, they might not be able to let me. All right, here we go. They might not be able to let me video near the security area, so let's not do that. Just showing this to you, I'll switch it off at the top of the escalator. Travel in India, or at least in Mumbai, just became a whole new thing for me. I'm gonna be able to take the metro. Okay, good news is every station seems to have toilets. Actually, let's see how clean the toilets are. Let's go. Security change room. No, that's not a toilet. Toilet. Here we go. Male toilets. Okay, not the cleanest. Smell isn't the best. But again, this is just that dust you find in India. Not necessarily very dirty. Maybe it just means it was a bit wet. But yeah, they got a Dyson Airblade and everything, so enjoy. Let's continue up. Okay, at this point I can feel the heat and the humidity coming back. The aircon wears off. Starting to feel warm air coming. Oh, they do have advertisements. Nice. Oh, it's just about the train. Okay, here we are. Let me turn this off now. I'm gonna scan this at the gantry again. So basically, this is the ticket that I'm scanning. I got off a couple of stops earlier than BKC. Let's see if it works. Yeah. Okay, so there are different exits. I'm gonna see which exit to get to. Let's see if they have a map. All right, let's look at their map. So I want to go in this direction. The cafe is somewhere further up this. So I'm gonna try B2. Let's hope that works. In other news, my internet is back. But I didn't check it when I was on the staircase, but when I came up to this platform and this level, it's back, yeah. Okay, so it shows the B2 exit. Let's go. Oh my, what a workout for my thighs. It's worth stating, look at this. I had to climb all that to go out the B2 exit. So if you're old or your legs are injured, you're recovering, whatever the case may be, if you can't do the legs thing, some exits, they don't have escalators. So B2 didn't have escalators. Here I am at the exit B2. So it's worth stating that the security guard in this station, I asked him after I came out, because they had a, as you come out through the turnstiles, there's also a security for people going in, right? Just like I did at the other station. I asked this guy pretty politely, I said, the guy at Cuffe Parade said I'm not allowed to shoot around the security area. But what about the area, like the staircases going out, the escalators, or once we pass the bend where the security check is, are we allowed to shoot? So worth letting people know, and other bloggers and so on, that if you're gonna document this, film this, whatever, you might not be allowed to shoot. They might even come up to you. In the first station, I didn't tell you this, but the guy came up to me, he whistled 5 times inside the first station. I didn't look, because I don't want to assume he's whistling at me. But he finally comes up to me because I was videoing the area before I went to buy the ticket. And he says, "Sir, I whistled at you 5 times." I said, "Sorry, but in the country where I come from, we don't whistle at each other, we speak." He said, "Well, I'm not allowed to leave my post, that's why I was whistling." I was like, "Oh, okay." Now I'm going to take a bike taxi or a normal taxi to the coffee shop. See you guys in a bit. Love you guys. Like and subscribe, comment, share, ask me any questions and I'll let you know. Thank you. Take it easy. Bye-bye.